As you guys know, it's been a long time since I made a video on my channel. Super long. And since it's like around November type, this is when the time people usually start putting in their applications for, you know, what college they want to go to. And there's a lot of videos out there with different universities or like big universities, small universities, but I don't see many people talking about community colleges. And I like truly believe that community colleges are like really coming up, like we showing out. So I just want to talk about them. I wrote down a couple of notes about all things that you need to know about community colleges. And first off, I'm gonna start off with like all the misconceptions or the thoughts about community college. One is people think community colleges are easier, that we don't do as much work, it's not up to date, it's hard. It's not hard. It's not as hard as universities. And honestly, it just depends on your teacher. Like in my case, I take a music appreciation class, and you would think music appreciation is easy, but that teacher is so hard. It's a guy that made a 25 in class. Like, he literally came out and told us that he made a 25. And it honestly just depends on the teacher that you have and how disciplined you are with your work. It's some classes that are easy at the park and some classes that are super hard. And I think that's with any college, any university out there. It just depends on the teacher and how they teach, your style of learning, all of that. So the next thing I'm gonna start off with is your money. Money is a big difference between a university and a community college. And community college, we pay about, well, for mine, I know that, you know, I don't know if they have this at all in all states, but we have a lottery scholarship here in Tennessee, and if you make a 21 or a 3.0, a 21 on the ACT and a 3.0 GPA, then you get to have a scholarship that's funded by the state, and that scholarship is $1,500, I believe. And having $1,500 for a community college is basically all that you need. That pays for almost everything. And we also have a program where you get 2 years free out of community college. That's why it's so popular here in Tennessee. So the scholarships for community college is easier to get it paid off than a university, which you're paying double that. Like, you're paying double the amount. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're just paying a lot of money. You're paying like $4,000 for housing alone. And okay, I'm going too fast. Let me stick to money. Okay, so basically my tuition and fees were just about $2,000 something. And with that scholarship that they took out, I had a balance of $600 that I had to pay out of pocket. That I have to pay out of my pocket just to go. So $600 for a semester is not that bad, like compared to thousands and thousands of debt people are in. So the money is the number one reason why people go to community colleges, because it's so much. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So the next up is housing. Housing, it depends on what state you're in. In Tennessee, the community colleges, they do not have housing for regular students. We don't have housing. A lot of people do apartments, which I do not recommend, because a lot of these people have apartments with no furniture, and you don't want to have no apartment with no furniture. When you ready to get an apartment, that's when you need to get an apartment. Do not have an apartment just because you're ready to get out the house and you're not fully on your feet, for one. Because people didn't put on Snapchat their new apartment and have nothing but a bed. I mean, if you really need to get out of your parents' house and you only have a bed, then go for it. But me, honestly, I wouldn't go out and just have a bed and nothing else. But I know in Mississippi they have like dorms and stuff, but in Tennessee we don't have dorms. But if you're an athlete, I know they will provide, you know, housing if you are an athlete. Well, in my school that I go to. And the next thing is education, which I previously talked about. It really depends on your teacher if it's hard or not. And one thing about education, you really need to stay on your classes, because you will end up like some of these people and be in a community college for 3 or 4 years. It's only supposed to take 2 years for you to get out of a community college. Some of these people have been there for 2, 3, 4 years. So you cannot take 4 classes each semester and get out in 2 years. It's not going to work like that. You have to get on your stuff. You have to take at least 6 classes, 5 classes. Do summer school if you really want to get out in 2 years, because it's just not going to work for you if you're doing 4 classes each semester and trying to go to university. You will be there. There are people that are 24, 25, 23 at a community college. And that's the last. And when you're 18, you don't think that you're going to be 24 at a community college. But time does fly really fast. And you will be stuck there at 24 years old at that community college. But like sports activities. So our sports activities, we don't have much. You have basketball, cheer, which I am on the cheer team. Football, no, we do not have football. Why did I just say that? Softball and baseball. I think we have baseball. I'm not sure. But if we have softball, we should have baseball. So I'm pretty sure we have that. So cheer, softball, baseball, and basketball. That's the 4 things that we have. So college life is basically at a community college. You're basically, it's boring. We have, what do we have? What do you call those things? We have mixers, basically, where there's a DJ and they'll be out and playing in the yard, like the courtyard, and people just sitting around. And the reason why it's so boring for us, because we don't have a Greek life. We don't have people, sororities and fraternities to make it fun. It's just people just standing around looking like what's next. And the person is waiting for the next class. You truly just go to class and go home. That's basically what it is. It's high school. You go to class and you go home. You can make friends if you want to, which I haven't seen people make friends. They really just show up to class and go home. No one talks or anything. If we talk, it's about the grade and how hard the tests are. That's literally when anyone just talks. And what else do we have? We have little stuff like, what else do we have? It ain't much. We had laser tag one time. It wasn't nobody out there playing laser tag. They had this day where they brought like Xbox and PlayStations for the guys to play with. It was literally boring. We have a game room that people can go into and play pool and stuff. But that's boring too. I think you gotta pay. And what else do we have? It's truly boring. People really just come to school and go home. And what else? Oh, and about parties. If you want to go to a party, you literally have to go to the university's parties. Like here, the community college, and then there's a university in the city. So people from the community college just go to the university parties. This is basically what it is. If you want to go to a party, then you go to that school's party. Or people will be from my school, like the community college, people will go up to the university's campus all the time and just hang out with people, because it's just boring on our campus. It's dead and we don't have no dorm rooms. We have a cafeteria, but it's like a high school cafeteria. We don't have Chick-fil-A, all those other stuff. We don't have that. And what else? yeah, like I said, we have a homecoming, but it's nothing big. We don't select homecoming queen, all that stuff, because we don't have a football team. We just have a basketball team. So what else? We don't get all dressed up. They said the party is really, for the homecoming party is really just people just dress up as regular clothes and ain't getting all dressed up like that. And what else? Okay, about your classes, this is the number one thing. So like I said earlier, you have to take more than 4 classes each semester to get out in 2 years. You just have to, or you'll be there for a long time. So for your classes, when you're making up your classes, since you are driving there and coming home, you need to make sure all your classes are back to back, or at least a couple minutes in between, for you to get food and come back, because the food on campus is nasty. So you want to go out and get some food and come back, or in your car. People do that all the time, because you don't want to go home, take a nap, and then you're not going to want to come back to school because you just took a bomb nap, and you're not going to want to get up. Like, who wants to get up after a nap? Because when I tell y'all, the naps after class are amazing. You're not going to want to get up when you come home and go to sleep and you realize you got to go to class. You're not going to want to get up. So you want to make sure all your classes are close enough to each other so you don't have to go home and waste gas. That's wasting gas, and you just don't want to do that. What else? Oh, when you're picking out your classes, don't think that every class will be on your campus. All of the classes aren't on your campus. Some classes, especially if you don't go to the main campus, the class won't be held there. Like for the nursing students, like I'm a nursing student, so majority of the nursing classes are out downtown, in the downtown campus. So you want to make sure that when you pick your classes and you have to go all the way downtown, and you want them to be close enough, because no one wants to go downtown, then come back, then go downtown, then come back. You want to get your classes over with, then go home. So you want to make sure they're close by each other. And what else? Oh, do not wait the last minute to pick your classes, because community college is not like a university. I think the earliest class for university is 8 a.m. and people talk all on Twitter. Like, you see people on Twitter and they talk about, oh, the 8 a.m. Do not take 8 a.m. classes because they're super, you're not going to want to get up. You're not going to go to class. You're going to miss class all the time. Well, in community college, the classes start earlier than 8 a.m. And if you wait to make your schedule, you will be stuck with 6:30 classes. And no one wants to wake up at 6:30. You will have to wake up at 6:30 because there's no other classes. 6:15 because there's no other classes. Or you'll be out there having a 6 to 9 class. You'll have a 6 to 9 class on a Friday night, because that's what I have. I have a 6 to 9 Friday night class. We have homecoming, which if y'all want me to like vlog it or something, I will. But we do have homecoming, and this is my first year. So they said it's like one party and a basketball game. It's a basketball game, then a party after. But the party is on campus. So it ain't like, you know, which they ain't calling it a party. They calling it a dance. So I really don't. They said it was fun though. They did say it was fun. So yeah. If 23-year-olds are saying the party is fun, then it gotta be fun, you know? So what else about campus? Oh, about your classes. Your classes depend. If you have different campuses around the city, like we have different campuses around the city. Like some will be downtown, and a campus will be out in, y'all know what I mean. It's in different areas. Like campuses are placed in different areas, but it's the same school. So when you're, yeah. But all in all, if you want to go to some community college, because honestly, it's your best bet for money, and if you're not ready to go out in, you know, for university, if you don't have the money and you don't have the ability to go out and you don't like none of the other schools that are your options, then go to a community college. Don't let people tell you not to go to a community college because that's for dumb people or that's for broke people, because people say that all the time. People say that all the time. And honestly, if you go to community college, you're gonna be better than them, because one, you're gonna have money. You're not gonna have thousands of dollars in loans to pay off. Secondly, you're going to get a scholarship to the next university you go to because you already have an associate's degree. You have an associate's degree, they're going to give you a scholarship because you have that degree already. So that's one thing. Then you're not going to have to pay more money on top of that. You're probably going to have to just pay for housing. Then what else? It's just really better. You can stay home with your mama. You got your own little comfortable bed. You know, you got all this stuff. Really. But yeah, all in all, if you want to go to community college, go for it. It's boring. You gotta make it's what you make it, honestly. Because I really don't like going to community college, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna go because it's my only option, and I refuse to be having thousands of dollars in debt, and I know it's good for me for the long run. So if y'all have any more questions that y'all want to ask me, if y'all want me to vlog our homecoming process and how it is, if y'all want me to take y'all to a game because I am a cheerleader, and if y'all want to see, ooh, edit that out, if y'all want to see how a game works or how it is, or a day in community college, or you know, all that good stuff, then let me know down below. Please give this video a like, comment, let me know anything that y'all want to know. You know, I'm bored, I'm at home all the time, I don't have a dorm, so I can talk to y'all. So just let me know. So bye guys. I don't know when my next video is gonna be because I haven't recorded in a long time and I really miss y'all. So